Hey guys, Thomas from Team Sakurasou here, coming at you guys with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Market watch today, and the market's been going wild with the 10 to 15% off that TCG players been having. Hopefully you guys have been using my affiliate link. If you did, thank you so much. We're just going to get right into this market watch. Make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and thank you all my YouTube channel members. Very quickly, Tapio Cards, a sponsor of mine, is having a Cyber Monday sale right now. They have dice, they've got hats, and the hats are actually quite popular. I do see these over sleeves plushies. They have more, by the way, over here. This is just their feature, but they have deck boxes, all that. Go check them out. Not only are you going to get the discount over here, but if you use code Saki, hey, 5% extra, and you support the channel, right? So you get a sale on top of a sale, and we stay winning, right? So we're going to get right into this. So Ash Blossom Majority Spring shooting right back up to 173 here. I think a lot of people were willing to pay about 100, 120 for these, but with the sale, as well as a lot of people know to wait because this says getting cracked open like crazy, 4 cards to drop. They were like, well, it's 10 to 50% off, and it has not dropped to what we thought was, because I saw a lot of people being like, well, it's about 140 to 160. I think it can go to about 100, and then I'll pick mine up. Which I was seeing if this card would go down, and it quickly goes to about $200. Remember, the sale is not over yet. You have until, I believe, midnight. I don't know if it's central or not, but you have some more time today to get on the sale. Core Century Imperms, $77. And we're actually going to check out the ulti here in a second as well. But yeah, this is a fan favorite. I think this Core Century looks absolutely gorgeous at $77. If you got the ultis when they were about 100, 105, well, you made a lot of money, as you're going to see right here. In fact, we're going to go over the ulti right now here. Imperm. Hopefully you guys had a great Thanksgiving week, by the way. I know I did. Actually, no, it was pretty awful. Never mind. 140. You guys will hear about that on a live stream. 160. Going up to $200. We're back to prices before 25th century very quickly here. And now there are some ultis that were good to pick up, some that were not. For 25th, I know I was right and wrong about quite a few things. This is one of the things I was right on. But yeah, ulti imperms here, 140. In fact, since they go up to 170, 190, if this was on your wish list, I think you got one more shot. You don't even have a place at 140 left because you got 2 copies until 160, 170, then 190, 200, which is crazy. Core Century Talents at about $50. Honestly, I think that's very fair. I was a big dummy and I got rid of mine around 35 because, you know, someone needed it. And these went to 70s. Now they're back to 50. I mean, the OG Starlight was about 600 at its lowest to about 1K. I don't know if it had a point lower than that. Maybe during pre-sale there was some good sales, but $50. I mean, it's very understandable why it's at that. 34 listings. A Valor Core Century, $50. A lot of people want this for older format, especially, as well as Valor never really got the limelight outside of it. I mean, it took this long for it to get a secret rare, and we've had hand traps that have come out in the last 3-4 years that have had multiple secret rare printings, and Valor finally got a secret rare printing in this set for its very first time. So I think there was a big demand for it, and a lot of people weren't prepared for that. But yeah, $50. Core Century evenly at 40. I mean, this card is just bonkers. Why Lightning Storm's at 2 and this card's at 3, I have no idea, but hey, Konami logic. Komane, sorry about that. You guys know my pronunciation sucks. $42 for your Baron. I said this would be a $30 or $40 card. It's looking a little closer to 40. Sales bumping that up. Could go around 37, 36. Prosperity here about 35, 40. But there's a lot of listings here for this. 51 here. About $40. Not really, honestly, pretty good for Prosperity. I think 40 is very fair for that. I'm also only going through the Core Centuries for this set, by the way. $35, $40 for your nib. Actually looking quite low on listings. 15 goes up to 45 here. So, hey, if you got your Core Century nibs, good job. Luckily, I still have mine. I saw those at 20s, and I thought they were too low. Let's see. Droplets at 33, 34 here. That's not too bad here. 35. Now, Droplet could see some more play in the future. I want to compare this to the ulti here. Ultis are $90. You know what? I think, honestly, If the, you see, my issue is that if the quarter century goes up to 50, 60, the ulti is going to go up. And you might as well just get the ulti for $90. For a set, it looks absolutely gorgeous as well. In my opinion, you have the higher rarity. I know that's a hot take. A lot of people are going to be like, oh, the quarter century is a lot higher. Ulti's way harder to get. And look, I mean, at the very least, that ulti is second. Worst case scenario. I think we could all agree second place. Call by the Grave at 28. Now, for a one of, I'm pretty shocked, but hey, I mean, it's always a good card, 28 bucks. Dark Rollers at 24. I'm actually quite shocked, a little shocked to see Dark Roller at 24. With Droplet at 33, 34 here. Ash Blossom, we got the, well, we're gonna go over the cards that are a little higher here. Collectors, 24, not shocked. Core Rare Tour Guides at 25, so these are bubbling on up. I mean, this is an older format card that you can use as a quarter century, right? That's cool. Lightning Storm's about 23. Ghost Spell's about 22. I still think that's kind of cheap. Golem's at 20. I love that. I actually would want to get a set of this if it was a bit cheaper. But I understand fully why this is 20. Nadir's at about 20. Little bit too much for Nadir's. I think that's a lot of money for a Nadir. I'd rather get the CRs around like $2 there. Just for price difference, I still get a nice looking card, even though the CRs for NAs have that little issue, which if you're interested in it, more about it in my Discord, join in the description below. These shifters at 20, that's a disgusting price. I would not pay $20 for that. Then you have the collector rare and perms at 17. You got Rhodas at about 17. That's understandable. That's way too generic. Albaz bubbling up to 18, 19. Going up to $20 over here. One car I said to get around I think it was around 20 or less, maybe a little less than 20 was Ulti Albaz, and this is one that I was kind of wrong with. 41 listings, 11 to $12. However, I will say I could see this card easily going up. I didn't expect the Ulti to beat the quarter set or the quarter century to beat the Ulti. However, I shouldn't be too shocked because of the product quality, and you know, hey, people like the quarter century more. For Albaz specifically. So I personally like the OG Secret a lot. Dark Law is about 16, always a popular card. Unicorn at 15, very understandable. I mean, you need 3 of this meta-relevant card in the side deck. 17 is still a little too much. Change of Heart, very understandable at $15. Quarter Century Veiler there at 15. 14 for the summon limit. Extrav at 15, you know, very fair. Savage at 12, 13. That's actually quite cheap. I think that could go up a lot more. Desires at 11, 12 is quite good. I like this a lot. I mean, I think a lot of people want this because now that we have a lot of the, either we have the other signers as quarter centuries or starlights, this is the best thing we have to match here. Then you got, yeah, about 11 from Muddragon. We're gonna get on to some other cards here though. Snake Eyes Flammer, because we do have buyouts here. From Age of Warlord. I told people this was the $2 to $3 pickup. This can easily go about the $5 to $6. This went up to about $8 here. For these, I even said, hey, if the quarter century is going up, Seekers will go up as well. Quarter century has not gone too much up. We saw this bought out around 50, 55, and right now, well, it's 50 to 55 here. They are selling 19 listings, right? The sales has brought up the heat. A lot of people were listing them at 40s. So I guess this card is pretty hot. I actually ended up pulling this off camera, and I was really, really happy with it. Funny enough, my buddy, same locals, ended up pulling a quarter century of this as well, like a week and a half prior, maybe 2 weeks. So he found that pretty funny. Box also had a Little Knight too, so yeah, or not, no, this box didn't have a Little Knight. This box had an M SETI. I apologize. Which we actually have over here to look at. This pattern here, I told people this is going to go up. It's a hot card. Doesn't need a reprint. I think it could go upwards towards 40. 40 bucks here. About. You got a cheap one here for about 35 for their 39.40. Cyberstorm Impact, by the way, if you could find cases for like 600, you know, at 50, 52 a box, this set's got a lot of gold in it. You got Chaos Angel about 70, about 73, 74 there. Quems we're going to look at here. You got a bunch of cards basically here. Clara and Rush here. This card's bought out. I told people that this card will go up eventually because it's a soul print out of Extreme Victory. And there are decks that do use it. Hey, you got a near light place for 10 first set's about 12 there. So actually, in fact, if we go first edition here, yeah, that's not looking good. Goes okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. Smoking that crack. Debris Dragon, Mystic Fires. This was a penny stock I told people at around 48, 50 cents. This is a good card to get because people are going to want this card for Edison And this is a cheap version that it's a nice looking super rare, 50 cents, right? Well, right now for your near mints here, you got 2 copies here for about $1. But they move on to 250 here. There's only 16 listings left. And there's no wall, right? The biggest wall I see here is 18 listings at $3 here, right? But, that's basically, hey, that's 6 people's play sets, right? Someone wants to be smart and buy it out, or buy all 18 copies, or 6, 9 copies, whatever. If you got this for 50 cents, good job. Your penny stock paid it off. If you want more penny stocks, join our Discord in the description below. Remember to smash that like button on the way. Debris Dragon Turbo Pack Booster 4 here. About $25. This hasn't moved too much here, but if you go without photos, you want your near mints, 7 listings, basically 7 listings, light plays, doesn't really add too much either. You got the ultis here at about $65, and these have been selling a little bit for the sale, but not too crazy, but 2-3 play sets, not a bad card to get overall. Might as well look at Dandy since it's right here. Again, these are Edison cards for those who don't know, Plant Dandy. 115, 120. If you like, by the way, if you do like Dandy, all that, Tapio Cards actually does have a box, a deck box, and field centers and tokens that are actually Edison themed, and they have one for Dandy that's absolutely gorgeous. But I don't want to berate you guys too much on the sales, but hey, it is Cyber Monday, so I want to make sure you guys get those great deals. Guiding Quem here. About $40 here. I mean, it is going up. It's only a 1-up, but the card is fantastic. Maybe the build plays 2. If the build now plays 2, let me know in the comment section below. I actually do like being corrected, by the way, in the description. Sometimes you guys give me feedback, and I do like that. Because I like making the channel a lot better. I actually try to do one improvement every month so that we at least get somewhere. One thing that I'm trying to do is actually fix lighting on openings, and deck profiles, because there's a bit of a glare sometimes. And for the deck profile, it's not that bad. For the openings, it goes really bad. But yeah, $40 here. The Starlight Rare here, very low actually. 140 is quite low because this card used to be, well, 171, 80 at its lowest, but usually it was around a $200 card. Actually, no, maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, I think I'm wrong. Maybe it wasn't as... oh, no, it was around 180 here. But I feel like a lot of people do not have faith in Starlight Rares ever since the 25th anniversary and the tins. And that's reflecting on the market, right? These Starlight Rares, they're not as outrageous, right? You pull a Starlight Rare out of your case, it's cool. It's great. Don't get me wrong. It's awesome. But sometimes, depending on the Starlight Rare you pulled, your case was an instant profit. If you get these cases for 700-800 and you pull well, and then you pull one of these Starlight Rares, it's just a free extra anywhere from $100 to like $400 or $500, depending on what the Starlight Rare is. But looks like those days are not coming to an end, but there's going to be less of them. Albion here, 27 listings, 14, $15 here. So going up right over here. Lulu here going up as well, $22. I remember this was like a $5, $6 card. The extra deck space is really, really tight. I guess they are opting to play this more, I guess, in new ways of, branded. And this card just looks absolutely gorgeous. Maybe I'm wrong here, but I feel like branded players will sometimes play a card just because it looks cool. Like, it's good, but there's an option that could be better, or this doesn't come up, but they're like, no, it looks too damn cool, I'm gonna play it. And I can really respect that. I know I have a few brand players in my comment section. I had one guy tell me a little more about how, hey, the build shouldn't be running 40, they should be running a little more, because you also have the side deck, which is something I actually didn't think about, right? And I definitely think that players should not be upset if they run 42, 43 cards. If there's just that many good cards, you should take advantage of what brand it has. Fully agreed with that guy who let me know that. Starlight Rare is kind of moving up here. You got one for 155, but hey, got a 5 here from Core TCG, 115, just trying to let him go. I think 115 is very good for this card. Imetsi here, 62, going up to $70, $77. I thought 30s were too low. I saw these at 50s. I'm like, hey, that's good. Could go up. Could, balance out around 45. It looks like it's going up 10 listings. That's not good, but there's a wall here for 26. Screw Serpent here. If you have Savage Strike, or you can find bulk of Savage Strike, guess what? You're sitting on a little bit of money here. these are dollars here. But you know what? If you go near mint, right, you don't want slobbered on versions. $1.34, $2.50 goes up to $4. First edition, 9 listings, right? You got about a $2 to $3 card here. Once barely any of these first eds really just move on here, right? So you got, hey, it's always nice when your bulk has some money, right? Blade Blaster here. Now look, as much as I hate to say it, I don't like how they gave TG so many quarter centuries, ultras, and secret spots in Age of Overlord. They did the same thing in Savage Strike. And I feel like maybe they thought TG was one of the reasons it sold well. It's not. But hey, caused a lot of buyouts. $12 here for a first dead, lightly played. Goes up to 14. Not many of these out here. And then Nightmare Unicorn. I want to go over this because I ended up picking up one of these over the weekend. I didn't really pick up too much this weekend, but this was just in a lot that someone wanted to move to me. And it was pretty insane to see this as low here because the CRs from Genesis Impact look way better than the CRs from the 25th anniversary. But also have better product quality. They won't stick to your sleeves. $11. $11. $12. These dropped like a rock. Insane to me. I mean, hey, they do go up. You know, you go near mint here. You know, they go to 16 on the bottom of the first page. Go up to 23 on the second page. 35. I don't think it's going to go up like crazy anytime soon. I mean, that we still have to look at the third page, right? But it's moving a little bit. I think people don't realize how cheap they are. I think that's one big thing here. But a lot have been moving in the last few days here. With that being said, guys, let me know what cards I'm going over in the comments section below on my next Market Watch. I love it when you guys give me cards to go over. And I will see you guys in the next Market Watch. Make sure to smash that like button. Thank you for, I think we are about to hit or have hit 4,900 subs. So about 100 to go for 5K. It's possible by the end of the year. You never know. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.